guys, it's Sonia with Junk Monkey Paint Company. Good morning to you. I hope your day is going awesome. It's a chilly day here in northern Pennsylvania, I will tell you that, and hence the sweater. If you saw my opening footage, we got lots of snow last night. I mean, we got a lot of snow, and it is really chilly, but it's good. I like to have a white Christmas. I love it white for the holidays. Do any of you guys not get snow for the holidays? How does that change Christmas and the holidays? Does it still feel the same? I guess growing up in the north, it was just always snowy, you know, growing up. Here in Pennsylvania, it's hit or miss whether or not you get snow that will land and stay on the ground during Christmas. So we'll see what happens this year, but it is definitely white outside today. And this also made me laugh because I was just reading through the comments before I came on here for our daily vlog and check-in. And today in the vlog, I'm gonna share with you guys the things that I found yesterday when I went to what's the Salvation Army? I was gonna say to the basement thrift store, the thrift store in the basement of the Salvation Army. Yeah, wasn't that a really cool place? They were super friendly there. Really, it was fun to go to a new place that I hadn't been to before. And you guys know if you've been following the vlog that I moved here over the summer. And so I'm finding out I'm broadening my horizons and finding new towns. When I go into a thrift store, I'll say, is there any other places around here I should hit? So I do appreciate that people are always telling me about another place I should go. So you guys can come along with me on the travels. But I was just reading the comments yesterday to the vlog that I posted, and one of the things I said into the vlog is I was looking at an object, we'll call it, and I'm like, is it a chicken or is it a rooster? I swear I don't know the difference between it. And I'm thinking, oh man, if I leave that in my video, they're gonna watch and they're gonna be like, who is this crazy cat? Like, doesn't know the difference between a chicken and a rooster. I swear, when I look up the picture, like you do it too, when you Google the picture of a chicken, scroll past the roasted chicken because that is weird. That comes up first, at least in my phone. And when you look at a picture of a chicken, I don't know if they're just described wrong or what, but I swear the chickens and the roosters all look the same to me. So growing up on an island in the North Atlantic, listen, if you want to talk sea life, I'm your gal, okay? If you want to talk different kinds of whales and, you know, starfish and jellyfish and, you know, sea urchins and all that sort of stuff, I am your person. Never grew up, never knew a person who had chickens or roosters growing up. So yeah. By the way, since moving to Pennsylvania, I lived, before I moved to this place, I lived right in the middle of a farmland. And so I got a really big education. And I remember the first time that I moved to Pennsylvania, I was driving it around, or in the beginnings of when I moved to Pennsylvania, and I swear I saw a horse laying down in the field next to this house. And immediately I felt very sad for the horse. I'm like, oh my gosh, that horse must be sick. He's laying down in the middle of the field, right? It was a sunny day, but I did not realize, I swear I did not realize that horses could lay down like that. I thought they slept standing up. All right, I might be saying too much stuff here now. You're like, oh, she's so crazy. But I honestly did not grow up around farm life. And so I grew up around sea life. And so, yeah, you travel down the island that I'm from, you're gonna see, you know, not vegetable stands or fruit stands because it's a very hardy climate. Maybe corn if you're lucky, but you're gonna see stuff like crab and lobster and smoked mackerel and, you know, smoked capelin and codfish and all those sorts of things, right? So it's all relative to what you know. But yes, I did knock on that door and to let them know that there's something wrong with their horse that was laying down in the field. And they didn't come to their door, and I went and I got Matt by the time I got home, and I'm like, there's something wrong with the neighbor's horse out there. And Matt's like, what's wrong with the horse? Because he grew up there his entire life. And all I can say is I am just truly thankful that they never came to their door. Thank you for not being home, because I would have not wanted to have that cover. I would have rather have it with my husband and he telling me that, Sonia, that's completely normal. You're abnormal to think that there's something wrong with the horse. Oh my, but it is all relative to where you grew up and what you know. So I'm going to share with you today the finds that I got, and I'm thinking back to what I saw, and I think that was a rooster then, right? Based on what your descriptive things that you left for me. So the very first thing that I got yesterday was this gorgeous Santa plate. Yes, I do recognize that this is a Santa Claus, okay? So I got him for $2.99 earthenware, dishwasher, microwavable safe, which is awesome. I am going to clean it. By the way, what I do is if I find any pieces like this, like I like getting things from the thrift store that I know that I can clean, that I can disinfect, and I can go ahead, or even when I'm at an auction, you know, I bought dishes sets, because when you're at an auction, literally everything in the kitchen sink can also go up for bid, right? And you get some beautiful dishes and everything else that came from somebody else's kitchen, but of course you got to clean it. So for me, I like to, and maybe you guys can tell me as well, like for me, I disinfect. So I'll put a little bit of bleach, a little tiny bit of bleach into some hot water, let it sit, you know what I mean? Just like to really, really clean it and sterilize it. And then just, you know, dishwasher and dish liquid and soap, it's the same thing. Soap and hot water again to rinse, dry, and you're good to go, right? So yeah, or you can do even a Lysol wipe if you really want to even stack it on top of that Lysol wipe, then clean it really, really well. So yeah, so I'm really thinking this is gonna go in my living room on my coffee table. And honestly, I can do some like candies into it, you know, wrap candies, go to the store and just get something fun to put on here. It's fun as well. You can find a lot of like dishes like this, and you can do, for example, you know, I don't know, you find almonds, or, you know, just like a nut mix or something like that, just kind of have out. And as you're socializing, people can come and enjoy, right? So what do you think of my Mr. Santa? What do you think of him? $2.99. I think he's gorgeous. I think he's gorgeous. I got this stuck to my elbow. I was playing with the last of my, I'm like, these are the last of my florals that I haven't done anything with. And I just kind of like balled them in my hand like this, just kind of put them all together and like, they still got the tags on, but what am I gonna do with that? And I was just thinking, do you guys remember on here we did the Dollar General deal pick, and this one was just an old galvanized style tin that I found for $3. $3 I think it was. And then I was just thinking, you know what I could just, I mean, without even having to do anything, just throw these in here and they just kind of fall in just perfect. So what do you guys think of that? Now if I just go put that in a corner, right? My remnants of my flowers. Cute, super, super cute. So Dollar General if you want to get this piece. So I'm just kind of like doing a little more decorating today. I love the stuff that I found yesterday, and yeah, I love getting out and finding new pieces to add to my decor without breaking the bank. So this here, a lot of you guys were like, oh, that's so pretty. You wrote in and you told me that you really like this piece as well. And this was a $2.99 tray, glass tray. And I gotta tell you that I have been seeing on Pinterest an idea for these. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, yep, it could be, you know, again, you clean it really well. And if you wanna use it for food, that sort of thing. So disinfect it. And what you could do is put like one of those really pretty cake doilies, right? Those little cupcake doilies on here. You could even do a stack of cupcakes and use it on your table if you want to do something like that with it. But for me, I'm going to use it probably as more decorative, and I'm thinking about cleaning it, putting it in my kitchen onto my countertop next to my sink. And like, for example, just to kind of give you an idea, if you were to put or you can put this like on your vanity in your bathroom. This is a really cool way to use it. I'm seeing people use them this way, and I think I'm going to steal the idea as well. Like, for example, this is your vanity, and you just put your, you know, your pump soap next to you. Like, say for example, for the season. So we just came into fall. So fall might look like pump soap, a little candle, and yes, I still have pumpkins kicking around here from fall. I told you, I was a late Christmas bloomer, all right? We're still getting in the Christmas mode here. So what do you think of that idea, right? So again, a universal piece that you can use year round, and you can change it out. So this would be like a fall look. But of course, we're getting ready for Mr. Claus, Sandy Claus, he's coming to town. So we could do something like this. This was one of the birds that I found on my Ross haul. I could do something simple like that. You know, and you know when you're out there and you see all the liquid hand soaps that come in different colors? Well, if you're putting it on display, this is when you can be a little thoughtful, and you can think about how you're going to, like, what color soap you want, right? Big decisions we got to make. Yes. So that bird got a little junk in the trunk. He's a little bit chunky monkey. So for example, it could be something like this, right? It could be our deer and our soap, and it goes on together. And then if you get a few little Christmas bulbs, you could put those on there, whatever you want, whatever your color scheme is that you're decorating with, and just turn it into, man, I could never be a waitress. Let me just tell you. Everybody's like, yeah, I'd pass out at the sight of blood or other people getting hurt, so we ain't gonna be no nurse. All right. Everybody has their thing. But anyway, waitress, no, not my thing. I probably would spill food everywhere. Yeah, but you could do your own little setup, something cute like that. I'm trying to think, what else do I have? Oh, got some little gnomes on my table here. I'm gonna steal from my little piece there. Yes, oh, we love that. Look at that, guys. Ain't she sweet? Oh, well, she's sweet and he's cute. He's cute and handsome and adorable. So anyway, that is how I'm going to make use of this. A lot of you guys will say, well, how are you gonna use that? Well, that's how I'm gonna use it, just like that, $2.99, and now you have just an extra something, right? You know, this says right here on the back, which I'm glad I'm gonna use it for a decorative purpose, because I forgot that I read this on here. It does say stamped on here, for decorative purposes only. This is not a food product made in China. So if you come to the house, don't lick the plate. Okay, you're not gonna be eating off this plate. So that's always good to know. When you look on the bottom, just know, because you never know. You just never know. You never know. We all know that you just never know. So anyway, that's how I'm gonna make use of that. And when you are out and about and you see pieces like that as well, if you are somebody that sells little things, or when you have a table, it's nice not to have, for example, you're at a vendor show and everything is the same thing on the table. No, use little risers. I mean, you could put this something like this. If you can find it plastic, it's more ideal. But if it's going to be on top of your tablecloth, then maybe something decorative like this would be cool. But finding things to put underneath your tablecloth, so when you're out and you're doing like your jewelry or whatever it is that you're selling, you can have risers, right? You can find wooden things like this, like boxes and things like that for cheap at the thrift store that you can use. But something like this would be pretty to put on top. And for $2.99, you don't have to spend a lot of money and get really expensive like organizing stuff, right? Go to the thrift store. Okay, so I got these as well. Who saw the little owl salt and pepper shakers? I just thought these were adorable. They have their plugs as well, so they were kept in good shape. Everything looks good. I don't see any cracks or anything like that. I just thought they were adorable. And I think for decorative purposes, I'm looking over here at my china cabinet, I think they're gonna go into my little china display. So these owls, I got the pair for $1.99. Anybody collect salt and pepper shakers? I just, I don't have a salt and pepper shaker collection. I just collect what makes me happy. And it's a little bit of everything, and that's what makes me happy. And when you do that, that's what makes your style, right? So I always tell you guys that I love me some candelabras. This was a beautiful heavy one that I picked up yesterday for $4.99. I am going to dust it and clean it, and I may put a fun pop of color on here, depending on what part of the house I'm gonna put it in. When I saw this though, we have a couple fireplaces in the house, and if you can find something like this, it's kind of like flat on the back. Do you see how that is? So it's gonna look really good up against something. And I was thinking, this would be really cool to put in front of the fireplace when it's not in use. So for example, in our bedroom, we have a fireplace at the end of the bed. If you saw that vlog on here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I was thinking maybe something like that would be really cool. I might do it in a vintage white. We'll see what happens and what I do with it. Stay tuned. But a bunch of candles, and this could really be cool in front of a fireplace that's not lit, but you just want something decorative, right? Or it can go anywhere, honestly, just because it's so heavy, and you can find some great place to put it in. Yeah, I got lots of great places. I just got to pick which one I want. So what do you think of my decorative candelabra? All right. The last thing I got was this set here. Matt actually saw these, and I'm like, oh yeah, those are cute. You know how yesterday I was saying in the vlog, you just never know how much people pay for things. You know how much you're willing to spend on things when you're at the thrift store, but how much did they spend, right? And on the back on here, it says that these two little pieces I got were $24 a piece. 24 because they're Pooh Bear. I just thought these prints were adorable. Matt found them. And I do like the fact that it's a set. It's really nice. It's like the paper has got like little, can you see that? It's got little leaves on it, like it's embossed. Absolutely gorgeous. Got Pooh Bear and Piglet, a friendly sort of walk for two. And this one over here says a just being together sort of day. So these are just natural wood frames. If I wanted to, I could decide to even paint the frames, depending on where I'm going to put them. I could also maybe even grab our glaze, which I might do that, and even just darken the, for me, I probably would like to at least darken the frames just a little bit. They're all natural right now. What do you guys think of that idea? But then you could also put a pop of color. Like we have a color called Be My Honey. It literally, I always describe it as Pooh Bear's honey pot. And it could be fun to put a color like that over it as well. But I might stick with the wood grain, but just darken it. So what do you guys think of that idea? So to think that somebody paid $24 and $24, $48 for the set of these, and I paid $4.99 a piece. So yeah, they paid $24, I paid $4.99. New to me, and I love them. Oh, who else used to watch Pooh Bear? Pooh Bear is a cool, he's not a cool cat, he's a bear. He's just a cool kind of bear. All right, I think that was it. That is what I found yesterday. So a few things that I brought home, and trust me, I'm debating going back and getting that giant hutch. Remember that one, the federal style one for $44.99? Oh, it's this close to going back to it, but I'm like, you know what? I got a lot of other pieces here that I'm still working on right now. So do I really want to go and haul that right now, this close to the Christmas holidays? So I'm like, if it's there when I go back, maybe that's a sign that yes, Sonia, you should take it home and you should paint it and do something beautiful with it, because it would look beautiful in this house. What do you guys think? Maybe if you tell me I should go back and get it, I might go back and get it. All right, I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, stay warm, do whatever floats your boat, makes you happy, and yeah, just makes you happy and smile, all right? 'Tis the season to smile. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care. Please give this video a thumbs up and let me know below what find was your favorite. I always love to hear from you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.